Alright, so I picked up a set of these Midland X-Talker Two-Way Radios. You've probably seen similar radios at the grocery store, Sam's Club, wherever you shop, Target. They're pretty common little radios. Might be a good time to look at some kind of backup radio communication. I actually had 3 people reach out to me recently about, hey, talk to me about radios. So this is a place to start, right? These are FRS radios, and it says that on the box, FRS radio, up to 28-mile range, license free, and that's the advantage of FRS radio, is it's license free, right? So FRS is Family Radio Services, 22 channels available under FRS. They're just your basic walkie-talkies, right? So what you're not going to get with this is an extreme amount of range. I got stuff falling out of the box here. They're not going to be super long range, right? You're not talking to the space station. You're not really even talking miles, not realistically. I know it says up to 28 miles, maybe in perfect ideal conditions. It's good around the property, it's good around the house, maybe between cars on the road. Maybe they're not super long range. They're just not. That's not what they are. But they are basic. They're basic radios. I would say inexpensive. I actually got these for free. Not going to get into that. It's not a paid promotion or anything like that. But they're just basic radios, right? So 22 channels, 38 privacy codes, rechargeable batteries, channel scan, weather alert, auto squelch, Roger beep, monitor mode, silent operation, all the little stuff you'd want, right? It's 2 700 milliamp hour rechargeable packs or 3 AAA batteries, comes with a charger. So just basic little two-way radios. I said it's communication. It's a communication option, right? If cell phones aren't working, or if you just want to be able to talk to people without having to call them, whether it's around your property or anything like that, they're good little radios. Pop them out of the case. I've got some other FRS radios. Right, it's got a hookup where you can use a mic. It's got a push to talk. It's got a USB plug-in to charge it. Call, menu, monitor, scan, just everything you'd expect. Just a little tiny basic FRS radio. Now they can talk. One thing on the FRS radios is these are Midlands. Maybe you've got some other brand FRS radio. I know I've shown the radio earmuffs, electronic earmuffs for shooting. It's still all FRS, right? They all talk on the same channels. So it doesn't really matter the band when you're talking on FRS. If you're looking at privacy codes and offsets and stuff like that, that could matter, right? Just depending on the radio, the quality of the radio. These are T51Rs. So when you're talking about things like offsets and whatnot, maybe not, right? They might not work between brands. It's all in how much customization is in the little radio. But just basic talking, these will talk to other FRS radios, they'll talk to the headset. So package comes with a charger base station. Now, one thing I liked on the charger base station is it's USB, and USB means I can charge it on the wall in house, or you could plug it into your USB cigarette lighter charger, charge it in your car. So USB actually does give you a lot of options for charging on the go, in the house, anything like that. You've got your little stand you can store the radios in. Comes with the rechargeable battery packs and a belt clip, or you could just put the AAAs in there. So a lot of flexibility. I think communication is super important. You got to be able to talk to people. You got to be able to coordinate, plan, reach out, ask for help, anything like that. Give communications, observations. So that's FRS, Family Radio Service. It's your basic entry level. Don't need a license. Pick them up off the store. Use them. It's all fully legal. But the next step up is GMRS. So this is a Baofeng UV5G. The G is for GMRS. So if you're going to use a GMRS radio, you do need a license. And you can Google it, and I made a video on it, how to get your GMRS license. I think it's 35 bucks. Covers your whole family. I think it's 10 years, whatever it is. Check it out. I'm not selling them. It's through, I think, the FCC. CC, but if you look up how to get a GMRS license, you can, covers your family. You're good to go on the radios. You don't have to take a test, unlike ham. The UV5G is, I think, the only, or one of the only one I found, Baofeng, that is a handheld GMRS radio. If you get the UV5R, that's technically a ham radio. Ham radios can't transmit on FRS and GMRS channels. The advantage of the GMRS is you can transmit on FRS. So if I have this radio, obviously I've got this long antenna, I've got this big battery, those add up to longer range, right? It's more watts. So this is gonna have more range, but I can still talk from this to my little FRS radio, right? So you get more control, or sorry, more power on GMRS, but you get the compatibility. So if you got a couple of these for the kids and you've got this one, you can reach out further. Now maybe they can't respond because they don't have as much power, but it's cross compatible. So look at your communications in your group, right? Because communications is talking to other people, and consider what you need. It's not hard to get a GMRS license if you want a little more range. So these are gonna be a little more expensive, but I'm seeing these FRS are going up. Everything's getting a little more expensive. I like the GMRS for that reason. They'll do the weather radio. There's a lot of channels you can reach out on. The next step up in terms of long-term communication is gonna be ham, which is amateur radio. That does require a test, right? You actually have to study, take a test, and every operator is going to need to be licensed, and then you can move into the ham level of equipment. I'm not quite there yet. Have thought about getting my ham license. Life's busy. That's my only excuse. Life's busy. I know people that are working on getting their ham license. A note on GMRS. So this is GMRS walkie. You can get up to a 50-watt GMRS mobile radio. Runs on 12 volts. I'm actually thinking about getting that to test out the range. I've done some videos on this just in and out around my neighborhood. Not perfect line of sight. I can get maybe a mile range. So you got to be realistic when it comes to range. So you know, if this is a mile range, this is probably going to be less, and that depends. It always depends. 100% depends on things like line of sight and weather and whatnot. You got radio waves flying between the radios. There's a lot of things that could get in the way and slow that down. So radios are always an it depends. So I like the FRS and the GMRS because they can crosstalk. Ham, once again, ham can't transmit on those. I did talk about that. Ham is, you could say, unlimited range, right? Ham radios, you get repeaters. You can go all over the world, and that's the thing the amateur radio operators do and like to talk about, is talking to people all over the world. I don't have any GMRS repeaters in my area, so my range is restricted simply to as far as the radio waves can go between the radios, right? So I was getting attacked by a yellow jacket. It's that season again. The other option is CB. I don't know how popular CB is anymore. They do make CB handhelds. You've got the CB radios, Citizens Band radios. Think of truckers, right? Truckers with their CB radios. I don't know personally. I was under the impression they're more GMRS now, but CB's still out there. Citizen Band is an option. But if you're just starting out, you want some backup communications, you want to be able to talk to people, consider FRS as a potential first step, moving up to, say, GMRS, right? Once again, all you got to do is not take a test. You just have to go on the website, apply for the license. It's a couple clicks. It's 10, 20 minutes. It's 30, 35 bucks. I think you can get your GMRS license, start looking at GMRS equipment. So I'm sort of rambling there. I may do some range tests on these, but I'm not expecting a lot of range. The advantage is it's less expensive, it's lightweight, it's easy to use. And it gives you that communication, the chance to reach out, right? We may all need that at some point. So I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. Just wanted to touch on not just the Midland radios, but just radio communications, backup communications in general. So as always, thank you for watching, and we appreciate you.